We are recording. Okay. Like I said, last lesson today is going to be square root property. All right. Let's take a look at this one right here. Okay. I'm going to start out real simple. All right. Again, dealing with quadratic equations. Quadratic meaning degree 2. Guys, how many solutions are we looking for?
2.
We're looking for 2 solutions. It's quadratic, degree 2. The degree always tells us how many solutions we're looking for. We're looking for 2 solutions still, okay? This equation right here is pretty much ready to go. To solve by square root property, okay, whatever is being squared has to be by itself on one side of the equal sign. And if you look right here, okay, see that right there? That x squared. The x is what's being squared. That x squared is all by itself on the left side of that equation. This thing is ready to go. What is, let me ask you this question. What is the symbol that will undo something that is squared? What do you call that symbol? What will undo something that is squared? I will tell you this, the quadratic formula has one of these in it. Not an equal sign, but we're close.
2 X's.
No, it's another symbol.
This thing.
What is that thing?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Is that?
That thing right there that Finley just drew on her paper that she just showed me is correct. That is a radical, or what we would interpret as a square root symbol. Okay? So a square root, taking the square root of something, okay, will undo something that is squared. We need to be able to take x squared and we need to be able to go to x. So right here, we're going to take the square root of the left side. And we are going to take the square root of the right side. We are going to balance the equation. The square root of x squared is x. And guys, here's what's important. Listen carefully. When you take the square root there on the right side, you are going to get a positive and a negative. There's that plus minus symbol. You are going to get a positive and a negative answer here. What is the square root of 16? 4. So the square root of 16 becomes positive and negative 4. Okay? Because if I take positive 4 and I square it, I get 16. If I take negative 4 and I square it, negative 4 times negative 4 is still positive 16. Okay? So it's going to be real important that when we use this method, when we come and we take that square root, we're going to get a positive and a negative. That's where we get the 2 solutions. Okay? So right there, plus minus 4. Guys, this one is simple. This one was ready to go. All right? Any questions here? Simple. Okay? Let's go to the next one. X squared minus 7 equals 0. Okay? And unlike when we talked about solve by factoring, solve by quadratic formula, the equation had to be set equal to 0. Okay? With square root property, guys, what's being squared here? What is the term that's being squared? The x. This term right here is being squared. We need to get x squared by itself on the left side. What else is over there with it? How are you going to get rid of it? Guys, we need to add 7 to both sides. You are absolutely correct. And 0 plus 7 is 7. Bless you. We need to isolate whatever is being squared. Here, the x is being squared. We need to isolate that on the left side. We have done that. X squared equals positive 7 now. And once you've isolated that squared term, how do we get the squared to go away? We take a, we use the radical symbol here. We're going to take a square root. So we're going to take the square root of x squared, which becomes x. We know that we're going to get a positive and a negative result, so I'm going to go ahead and put my plus minus there. Is 7 a perfect square? No. It is not. Can I break 7 down? Is there a perfect square number that goes into 7? The only perfect square number that we could even consider is 4. Does 4 go into 7 evenly? Does not. Guys, we don't have to do anything else. We're going to leave it plus minus root 7. And it's kind of like I told you the other day with quadratic formula. It's almost easier when that number under the radical cannot be simplified at all because there's nothing else I can do. Okay? All right? So plus minus root 7. Questions? So far, so good? Okay. Easy peasy. Let's go to the next one. Three z squared minus 30 equals 0. All right. Okay, here's the question. What is being squared? Only the z, okay? Only the z is being squared here. And it almost kind of looks like it might be the 3, 2, but guys, that is really 3 times z squared minus 30 equals 0. So in this problem here, we're going to have to get the z squared by itself, which means the 30's got to go away and the 3's got to go away. Okay? How would we get rid of the 30? Add 30. I agree. Add 30 to both sides. So it's a lot like equation solving. Typically, we're going to probably add or subtract something first. Okay? 0 plus 30 is 30. How do we get rid of the 3? Absolutely. Divide. That's 3 times z squared. Guys, now we've got a division step. Z squared equals 30 divided by 3, which is 10. Whatever's being squared, isolate that on one side of the equation so that we can take a square root now. Okay? Now we're ready to take the square root. Square root of z squared is z. We know that we're going to get a positive and a negative. Can I do anything with a 10? I don't think so. 10's not a perfect square. There's no perfect square number that goes into 10. Easy peasy. Plus or minus root 10. Okay? So a little bit more of a multi-step here. Got to add something first. We've got a division step involved. Isolate the z squared so that we can take a square root. Questions? Everybody okay with that? All good? Okay. Let's go to this one. Now this time it's the quantity, z minus 6, is being squared. That's equal to 18. So now this time I will ask, what is being squared? Z minus 6, okay? So the thing that is being squared, the quantity, the binomial z minus 6, is being squared. It's already by itself, okay? The thing that's being squared is already by itself. Guys, we are ready to take a square root right now, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. you would not be allowed, you are not allowed to add the 6 right now because that minus 6 is inside those parentheses being squared. So we're going to take a square root right now. The square root, when I take the square root of the left side, all that happens is that squared goes away and you are left with z minus 6. Plus minus. Now, over here on the side, we need to take a look at root 18. Is 18 a perfect square number? It is not. Is there a perfect square number that goes into 18, though? 9. So what we're going to have to do, and again, I've told you guys this, if there is a radical that's not a perfect square, we need to see if we can simplify it. The square root of 18, I can rewrite it. Remember this? 2 radicals. 9 times 2. We can rewrite 18 using a perfect square number. 9. 9 times 2 is the same thing as 18. What is the square root of 9? 3. So the square root of 18 becomes plus or minus 3 root 2 now. Okay? Again, that's something we need to explore when we deal with these radicals. If it's not a perfect square, can I break it down? Yes, I can. Is everybody okay with where 3 root 2 came from? Okay? So we're going to put 3 root 2 over here now, plus minus. How do I get z by itself? What needs to go away to get z by itself? The 6. How does the 6 go away? Add 6. Okay. The 6 and the plus minus 3 root 2, those terms are not like. Okay? So here's how we're going to have to write this. This is the best we're going to do for this answer. We're going to go 6 plus or minus 3 root 2. 6 plus or minus 3 root 2. And there is technically 2 answers there. 6 plus 3 root 2, 6 minus 3 root 2. But you are not allowed, because of the root 2, okay, because of that root 2 with that 3, you're not allowed to go 6 plus 3 and get a 9, or 6 minus 3 and get a 3. Okay? 6 plus or minus 3 root 2, done. Yep. Questions? Okay? Kind of the big deal about this one, it's a little bit of the look, you know, that binomial up front, but that 18, guys, make sure we are reducing these radicals if we can. Okay? All right? So far, so good? And I think that was it. Let me see if I got one. Okay. This should be loaded in Canvas. Oh, you know what? Hang on.